You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at lanterns.buzz for great radio. Get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Common sense, comedy, and freedom. You found the defenders of American exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network.
Hello, everybody. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
In case you're not aware, my name is Dylan Lyles.
I'm Stephen Harry.
Yes. Producer, co-host extraordinaire.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I apologize off the shoot for my voice. I was helping my father move, and yeah.
Tell me about it. I mean, is that how fun was that?
It was electrifying.
Was it?
It was the stuff that dreams were made of. Truly and honestly, it was. There was dust on. I didn't know dust could get dusty. It was. There were some spots in some places. I was like, Dad, I love you, but holy smokes,
Jiminy Cricket.
Yes. Yes, so I apologize for sounding, at least to myself, slightly like, I don't know, cross between Sling Blade and, I don't know.
You gonna eat that cornbread.
You gonna eat that cornbread.
You might not want to try and do that voice very often.
I don't drink.
It probably wouldn't do you too well.
I don't like to drink coffee. It gives me the poops.
Speaking of coffee, got me some eggnog coffee.
I can't do eggnog.
Oh, man, I love eggnog.
I'll eat eggs all day long, but I can't do eggnog.
I don't get it. What's the problem?
Because it tastes too much like a raw egg.
No, it doesn't.
To me, it does.
It tastes nothing like a raw egg.
It does to me. You're right. It doesn't when you add enough, whiskey or bourbon or
anything else.
Or anything
the
else.
Flavor that it comes with. I mean, it doesn't really taste like
This is true.
Egg.
This is true.
It's just like super thick. Super thick.
Yeah. It is. And I'm good. I'm happy with my Dunkin' Donuts extra sweet in mine.
Oh,
so,
love it.
We do. Hopefully, I'll be able to power through this. Folks, we have an awesome show planned for y'all this evening.
Hopefully you're watching live on Facebook.
Thank you.
Defenders of American Exceptionalism. If you can, you also use the hashtag NowIKnow.
NowIKnow.
You can tweet us, DOAE Show on Twitter, and always become a patron.
Yes.
At patreon.com.
Check out the swag.
/DOAE Show. Check out the swag. Get involved. Have some fun.
Yes. Help us further along in our endeavors. It'd be greatly appreciated.
And maybe next time he won't sound like he's...
Yeah. There's a reason why I sound like this is because you people haven't contributed to patreon.com.
Oh, that's not nice.
No,
That's not nice at all.
No, it's not. It's a lie.
That is a lie.
But it was funny to say.
At least you admit that it's a lie.
I do. It was a horrible lie.
Terrible lie.
I'm horrible at that. But yeah, no, we have an awesome show planned for y'all this evening. So apparently the U.S. Navy, my people, are in a little bit of trouble.
Yep.
We will
just a little bit. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that one a little bit. Also, the Trump's appointee to the DOD.
Yep.
He kind of put his foot in his mouth. That's a fun one, and we'll really get into that one as well.
Just a minute here, and then the Flat Earthers.
Yes, the Flat Earthers convention was held literally, just down the road in our very own Raleigh, North Carolina.
And we had no clue.
Had no idea that this was going down.
Until, it was, what was it, hours later.
It was just over with. And everyone was like, congratulations, thank you for coming. And we're like, wait, what?
Wait, hold on, huh?
And apparently this was a 4-day I think it was a 4-day thing. It was apparently a big deal to all of them.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Like, what the heck, man?
WTF.
How did we not know?
Had we known, and this is honest to God, had we known,
oh, we'd have been all over that.
We would have been there live.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, there's no pretty sure about it. If I had to stood outside like an idiot and try to catch people, we would have.
We'd have been sitting there with a weird mic or our phones.
Oh, yeah.
And one of us would be videotaping via our phone, and the other person would be watching it.
Oh yeah, it's gold, Jerry. It's gold.
It'd have been so good. Sorry, we dropped the ball.
Yeah, we did. Next time, I promise you, we'll
talk
pay
about
attention.
that here in just a little bit.
Yep. But first off, we're going to go into Trump's appointee to the DOD, the head of the DOD. Now, when I say to you,
he's the appointee. So
well, yeah, he's the appointee. So they were going through the judiciary. Shut up.
What?
When he was trying to go through his hearing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
there you
hearing.
go.
The Senate hearing.
I'm getting there.
Senate
yes,
hearing.
The Senate hearing for his confirmation.
Congressional hearing.
That's what I said. Don't correct me. So he was sitting there.
Mm-hmm. Getting drilled. Thank you.
Oh,
by the way,
BT Dubs. Before we continue, and I have to do this, we were called out.
Yes, we were. We were
called out.
We almost forgot too. By the way, good catch.
I did. A very good listener of ours called us out last week about having it taken so long. I believe it was 26.1 minutes.
He had it down to the seconds.
Yeah.
For the cowbell.
Yes, and apparently we had laxed on the cowbell, so we apologize. We want to lead with our mistakes.
And with that. Okay.
That's enough for now. Thank you. So there. I think we've
fix
made
the cowbell segments.
Yeah, we've made our cowbell quota for now.
Wow, that looks silly.
It does. There's a massive delay for the it's great. I love it. It's even longer one because I'm watching it here too.
I know,
so
it's
this is
great.
gold.
Yeah,
man.
it's good stuff.
Great. Anyway, back to the story. So if I say to you, Stephen, we're getting ready to put somebody in a position for the head of DOD.
Yeah.
Give me some character traits, some traits, period, like professionally, whatever, that you would think.
So Department of Defense.
Yes, the Department of Defense, as in over the military and.
Okay. Probably in the military.
Possibly.
Generally understands guns.
Mm-hmm.
Generally understands weaponry overall.
Mm-hmm.
War tactics.
Mm-hmm.
He should be knowledgeable overseas.
That's a good one too.
Should be good with foreign affairs generally because he kind of has to be. I would not say that he should have any say on anything that has to do with domestic affairs at all.
Yeah. So the basics we're going to boil down to is should not have really any opinion, or he can have an opinion,
but he shouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah, it should not be involved in his work at all to have anything domestically.
Right.
Okay.
Because that's not
where he
is.
Yeah, and a firm knowledge of the Constitution.
Oh yes.
The Bill of Rights.
Yes.
And what we would just say the Second Amendment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. This guy doesn't have that.
No. See, here's the headline from Politico.
Everyone loves Politico.
Oh, everybody loves Politico. We're going to use Politico because I'd rather not use CNN. Pentagon Health nominee. Why is it saying health nominee?
Because they're idiots. Go on.
Idiots. It's insane. Civilians can purchase assault weapons.
And then he corrected himself.
Right.
And it was semi-automatic assault weapons. Yes. So the appointee for the
Assistant Secretary of Defense.
Who?
Oh, and Health Affairs. That's where they're getting that. Why does he have anything to do with health affairs?
How does that cross over?
I don't know.
Starters. I'm just curious. I
don't get it. Why are you there? All right. So first off, you don't need to be
I can see him being that douche in a lab coat that just walks into an OR and goes, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And just walks away, and everyone's like, who the hell's that guy?
Yeah. And so, what was it? talked about this the Texas church shooting. And
Yes.
He said, "I'd also like to, and I may get in trouble for the with other members of the committee. Just say."
Oh, wait. Hold on. Stop right there. If you're sitting in your confirmation hearing
And you say
for a new job and you start off with, I'm probably going to get in trouble by the people I'm trying to get hired to work with.
this may get me in trouble.
Yeah, that should have been a red flag right there. I'm sorry.
But I'm going to say it anyway. You know how insane it is in the United States of America that a civilian can go out and buy ... a semi-automatic assault rifle like an AR-15.
Stop. That drives me nuts.
Which part?
The whole thing.
Oh,
but
yeah,
the one
yeah.
I'm going to get really nitpicky right here for
Okay.
a second. Okay, the phrase assault rifle or assault weapon
Yeah.
drives me banana sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, I gotcha.
Just in case anyone was curious, you have any wonders about this at all? That literally is an oxymoron.
Kind of, yeah.
No, there's no kind of. It is. Because assault weapon. What else are you using this weapon for?
Well, it's really what they're trying to say is a scary-looking
No,
semi-automatic.
I get the mind games
yeah,
they're
I
trying
gotcha.
to
Yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah.
But if someone would just take a moment and think about it, like literally break down what the words are being said, assault weapon,
Yeah.
what else would it be?
If it's a weapon
It's a weapon.
used
I'm
for...
pretty sure it's an assault weapon.
Well, I mean, it could be a defensive weapon.
Yep, but it's still technically. How is it a defensive weapon? The minute you strike with it, it becomes an assault weapon. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. That is a peeve of mine. Continue.
Oh, at least it's not electric. Then it'd be assault and battery.
I see what you did there.
Oh, that's
Continue.
bad. It's so bad. Oh, which apparently was used, was the weapon used, was the weapon that was used. Ah, sorry.
Yeah, he
he
didn't say
phrased that terribly.
Yeah, he had horrible sentence structure
he
there.
talks almost as bad as Trump.
Ooh.
Dean Winslow, a physician and retired Air Force colonel, nominated by the nominated to be the Assistant Secretary of Defense for Health Affairs, said during his Senate Armed Services confirmation hearing, "I think that's an issue not as much for this committee, but elsewhere," he added.
Yeah, it's a nice little quote to just kind of throw in
Right?
there. Yeah.
I don't think you guys need to be worried about this, but it definitely needs to be talked about.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that kind of like the whole I'm going to take a knee during the national anthem thing? Isn't that kind of along those lines? It doesn't need to be handled here, but I'm going to announce it here just so I can start some crap. That's what that is. That's
Hey, while I've got the stage, I'm going to use it
I'm
for
gonna-
every single point that I need.
Exactly. I'm going to use my platform at the moment to push my agenda because I may not have another chance.
Hey, by the way, I know this is just like an interview for a job, and it may get me fired because you guys may not like what I say, but I'm going to be a douche.
That's pretty much how it is. And the sad part about it is I will almost bet anatomy parts of mine that he will get this job.
Anatomy parts of yours?
Yeah. And I'm leaving it there.
All right.
I had to catch myself because I
Good
almost
man.
said something I shouldn't say. This is a family show. But it just it drives me insane. He has, and we really looked for the clip because you have to hear the man speak.
Right.
Like this is he when he says it, he almost, you could argue that he maybe started to realize he started to tell the truth. He's like, screw it, I've already got it out there. Might as well keep going.
It's like he had that moment where he was going to put his foot in his mouth, and he just decided to keep
This
it
tastes
out.
good. Let's just keep going.
Keep going. This is a good thing.
Let's see if I can get it to the heel.
This is
you
what
know?
we need to go. Like just all the way down.
All the way in. Yeah, that's no.
I started at the toe and just kept on going to the knee.
Exactly. So that's what my inner thigh tastes like. Anyway, I just
Only you and Marilyn Manson know.
hope none of y'all are eating dinner, and if you are, I apologize.
If you are, it's too late to eat dinner. Please eat dinner earlier.
Exactly. It's just a forethought. Next week, just eat earlier. But yeah, I just think about the chutzpah of this dude to just kind of come out and be like, normal people should not be allowed to buy guns. What?
I mean, it's either chutzpah or it's just idiocy, because, I mean, it's the same idea that people call Ben Shapiro a Nazi.
Well, that's just stupidity. I mean, the guy...
No, like, that's the same idea. I've got the stage, and I'm an anti-fascist.
Well,
I'm going to call
maybe,
somebody a Nazi that doesn't believe the same way I do.
No, and I get that part of it, but I would argue that it's a little bit more along the lines of stupidity, because it's not like Ben Shapiro hides it. I mean, he does have the little disc on the top of his head. He has a Ramica right there on the top of his head.
Ramica?
Yeah, it's a Ramica.
Guys,
you know,
please correct him on
Twitter. I know what it's called. It's a yarmulke.
Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
It took me for years to get that straight. I used to call it a ramekin. People used to laugh at me.
Oh goodness.
But he does. He'll do his speeches with the yarmulke on his head. It's not a fashion statement. It's not something you just go and buy at Sears.
Yeah, I know.
Wow,
but
I just name dropped Sears.
Ooh, it's a long time coming.
I just aged myself.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
way
man.
too old.
They're not doing so good either.
By the way, that's hashtag NowIKnow, hashtag Dylan ain't woke.
No, we're not doing Dylan ain't woke.
Oh, yes, we are.
No, we're not.
I'm keeping it going.
No, we're not.
I don't care what you think.
No, we're not. We're not doing that. I don't like it.
I don't care if you don't like it. I like it, and Lance likes it. That's all that matters.
You're both fired. You get your last paycheck in the mail.
Oh, good.
That's how you
I
always...
was waiting for that first one.
That's
still.
We'll get on HR. We'll make a call on that real quick.
Oh, I'm so glad we don't have HR.
Oh, thank God we'll be in so much trouble.
Oh, goodness.
Folks, when we come back, we got some fun. Flat Earthers. The convention was here in Raleigh. We're going to break into that a little bit. Pick that one apart. You guys are listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. Oh, my goodness. I still have my voice to that, so that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
Look at you. Woo! Look at you now.
Look at me.
He's also chowing down on
I'm eating
honey
them
hulls
like it's going out of style.
Oh, man. He is munching on these things right now. And it's
yeah,
crazy.
so if you hear it click against my teeth, I apologize. I'm really trying not to make it sound like I'm slurping on candy, but it really is the only thing kind of keeping my voice from going, I don't know, full-blown Oscar the Grouch or something. I don't know. I don't know what it would be. I don't know.
You'd pretty much be gone is what it would be.
At this point, yeah. I'd be over here waving at the camera and Steve me doing most of the work. So.
Yeah, he'd be talking in half sign language, but it wouldn't really make any sense because he's redneck anyway.
Shut up. That's just being a jerk.
Yeah, but it's true.
Touche. Touche. Oh, anyway.
Goodness.
Folks, you can catch us on Twitter. Hashtag, as always, is NowIKnow.
Yep.
If you know anything, have learned anything, yes. Anything that's new and improved, exciting, et cetera, et cetera.
Keep us in mind there.
Yes. Now, hashtag NowIKnow, and you can do us on Facebook and on Twitter. Do we have any Twitters?
Not currently.
Using that. Boo!
I know,
You people
right?
are not interacting with us on Twitter. How
I know,
dare
it's
you?
not cool. Not cool. But we do have a bunch of Facebook comments.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Which is awesome.
Got everybody on there. Brian's on. Let's see. Matt's watching.
My wife's watching.
Your wife is watching.
That's
So
pretty
you
nice.
mean to watch yourself. Lance is
Hey.
watching. Wave to the camera. Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Oh, this is good stuff. Okay. So we dropped the ball last week.
Yeah.
We dropped the ball
we
last-
definitely did. We
dropped the ball last week. Last week, the top story, this top topic we should have brought to you guys, unbeknownst to us, was the Flat Earther convention that was held in Raleigh.
Because Flat Earth is here.
It is, and apparently it's such a thing that they have a
Convention in Raleigh.
A convention, yeah. Well,
Somebody had enough money to buy out the convention center 2 years ago.
yeah. This is not just something they threw together on a whim, going, "Hey, this is a good idea."
No.
No. This was planned.
Those convention
advance.
centers, they are planned out at minimum 2 years in advance.
Oh yeah.
They have been since that place opened. So I mean, you can't. This is something that they've been planning, they've been looking at, they've been thinking about, they've been trying to do. Oh, and I'm so upset that we missed it.
I know, and we tried. When I realized that it was on and it had gone down, I went through YouTube and I tried finding some great clips and interviews. And they did. What few interviews that were done were very brief, very short, and they were not any good.
Yeah, they were terrible, and that's the worst part. Is like you should have gotten some really good comedy gold.
Oh yeah, gold, Jerry. It was gold. And the problem is the people that he did interview, the whole time they're laughing and they didn't even exercise any of the jokes. Like, it was horrible.
Come on, you could have at least said the few jokes. Anyway, it makes us so upset that we didn't go.
I know. So we apologize.
We apologize to you guys.
We're gonna start looking into better stuff and staying on top of it better.
We're going to try and stay on top of the local events a little bit better. That way we
at
know
least
when these
awesome
things come
events
to
like
the-
that.
I know, right? It
Like,
has to go.
I'm not going to the, regular truck rally, but by God, I should have been at the Flat Earthers convention.
Yeah.
That
you
would have
should
been
there.
$40 well spent. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I mean, we could have possibly gotten like a media pass.
We could have.
I mean, I bet you anything we could have gotten a media pass.
They probably would have been, yeah.
We could have done it.
We just would have had to
We
be
could have swung
very-
that. We could have swung that pretty well. That'd have been so good.
So,
Hey, honey, where have you been all weekend? Well, I've been at a Flat Earth convention. What?
by the way, here's the bumper sticker.
Here's a bumper sticker. Guess what? The world is flat.
I know. And the concept of this, in case people are not aware of this and haven't heard anything about this, there are actually people who are convinced that the earth is flat.
Right. Yes, I know, honey. You would be sad if I'd actually gone, and I didn't. So be happy. It's okay. She sent sad faces.
Handle your business when you get home.
What?
Not on the clock. Not on the clock.
I mean, it's on the clock. We handle every other business while we're on the
This
clock.
is true. This is true. This is
Jeez.
true. You're right. I'll let it slide this time. No, but yeah, we should have been there because people are actually convinced that the Earth is flat. I actually looked into it a little bit more. Like, people are convinced that because they argue, like, well, what about Antarctica?
What about Antarctica?
Apparently, Antarctica is the outer line that
I-
keeps you from going over the edge.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
I really am upset that we missed this.
I know. We really could have.
They-
And so there's like, I don't know. I don't understand how they get the concept, but it's so the world is a flat disc, and there's this dome of air.
Here's what I'm confused on. Okay. Call me crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, thank you. Why is it that they're convinced, that they're so convinced that the Earth is flat,
Yeah.
okay, but not a single other heavenly body is?
Do they even believe there are actual planets out there?
I assume so. Now, I have heard some of them believe that the moon, because people argue about the moon too, and they argue that it's just a disk.
Oh yeah. So the moon is just a disc because we can only see the one side of it. Because we always see the funny thing about that, if you go to a different area of the world, you do see a different side of the moon. They understand that, right?
No.
It rotates at the exact same speed.
No,
as,
but you know what the argument is, though? Is you know why you get like the thumbnail?
right.
Is because the disk's turning. And you're actually catching it from
Oh,
the
so
flat side.
So what they think is like the crescent moon, and we're talking about the shades of like the shadow of the moon and the Earth. They're thinking that that's not the shadow of the moon and the Earth. That's
even
the
though
disk turning.
Yeah, exactly.
At an awkward angle in its
Yeah,
bowed.
and
It's
so
a bowed disk.
yeah, you're seeing it as it's getting ready to go flat, which is why when there's no moon,
the new moon,
it's completely dark because it's gone sideways and you can't see anything. It's not enough for light to reflect back.
It's gone sideways.
It's gone sideways. Exactly.
I can't even think.
Isn't that magical?
What do they think the sun is?
I guess they think that's just a flat thing too. I don't
Guys,
know.
if you know anything about the flat Earth, please tweet it at us. Hashtag now I know, because we don't know.
Yeah, no, this is apparently like this is amazing.
Yes, we know, Lance. They did record the conference. It's got like 8 separate sections.
Yeah, they
we
did.
Haven't been able to dive through all of it.
No, it
because
was
it's
too
crazy.
much was going. I'll put it like
too
this.
crazy. Oh, okay. So
I started the very first one with the MC came up and was, talking about himself and introducing himself and getting and this is borderline a religion. The way that they were talking, the way he was talking was like, I believe this puts us in, they're trying to hide us from our God and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, wait, what? They talk about, it was talking about believing in it. Here's what's funny.
Yeah.
Is there was a couple times he used the comment of, this is you have to have a lot of faith,
right,
in believing in things without facts.
Yeah,
and
because you have to have no facts at all.
I will argue though that these are the same people, most of them, who talk junk about religion.
Yes.
So I don't
Many
know.
of them do. It's you get a fair shot of both. So you get the people that are non-religious flat earthers, and then you get the religious flat earthers.
Yeah.
And it's really awkward because if you are religious at all and a flat earther, I don't get it.
I don't know how you could come up to that anyway.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't.
I mean, there have been some people that have said, back in the day that was the whole deal, but no. Anyway, so
here's
one of the things that came up, by the way, just as I mentioned, one of the things that always came up within the first 2 minutes of every single speaker, was, here's what I've got to say to you.
Yeah.
If you really think about it.
Yeah. ... ellipses. Yeah.
Everything else after, if you really think about it, is a pothead just thinking in his bathroom. He just smoked up and he's like in his bathroom or is in his bedroom and he's laying mom's basement, laying there sprawled out on the bed that's sitting on the floor.
Ew.
And he's just like,
get up and get a job, you filthy hippie.
What if the earth is flat, man?
I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't get how, and it's amazing how these people are just so convinced and so. I don't. But we're the crazy ones.
Yes, I am crazy because I don't believe that.
Well, here's a thought, and this is just something to seriously think about for a moment. Let's pretend.
Okay, I'm going to
moment.
put my pretending cap on.
You do that.
Okay.
And while you put it on, there you go. Very stylish.
My pretending cap.
Pretending cap. If you're watching on Facebook Live, he's actually wearing the bell. Anyway, let's pretend that we were to find out somehow or another that the Earth really is flat.
Yes.
Okay.
How?
I don't know. That doesn't matter. What I'm getting ready to ask though is let's pretend that it's flat.
Sure.
You find out 100%, no shadow of a doubt, it's flat. Does it change your life any?
Nope.
What does it do to your life at all?
Nothing.
So why are people worrying about this? Do you see that's the part that really gets me the most?
No, you know what really gets me?
Is the fact that it's garbage and people are eating it up like candy, like I'm doing these
like
halls.
like you eating those halls. Which, by the way, Matt Holloway.
Oh, Matty boy.
Yep. He went out with a good tweet. It's DOA show is fueled by sarcasm and old people candy.
Ooh, no, no. These are halls,
That's old people
not
candy.
secrets.
Oh.
That just
Those
showed.
were really
I
good.
just dated myself.
Yes, you did.
But
those are really good.
that was adult candy.
Those little
that
cherry.
was that was
Yeah.
old man candy.
That was old man.
Secrets, man. It's like taking solidified Vicks rub and sticking it in your mouth.
Ew,
It was. Concentrated menthol. It cleared you out, though. Holy smokes. It opened up your pores and everything.
It's like something. Did I just get into a sauna? I
Exactly.
don't know what happened.
Start sweating profusely.
It's like those that old Halls commercial where they're in the Turkish bath or whatever, and the guy comes up behind them. Yeah,
exactly.
breathe, my friend, breathe.
Oh.
Just smacks him in the back, and that's good.
And it was
times.
all over. Yeah, good times.
I don't get it, man.
I
just
don't get it though.
It's not going to affect anything in your life.
Nope.
Not only is it going to not affect anything in your life, it's also one of the dumbest things that any of us can think of. And it's, you want to talk about prehistoric thinking?
Yeah. Oh, I know. This is the stuff that.
This is the stuff that what happened. A scientist thought that this was the case because he thought that, based upon where the sun was going, that the sun revolved around the earth and the earth was the center and it was a flat disk. And Christians said no, and then they accepted it because that's what science said.
Uh-huh.
And then science came out afterwards and said, no, you guys are morons. Stop thinking like that. It's not how that is. And that was then disputed. And
Here's my thought, and it's just kind of clicked with me. Okay.
crazy.
So, and forgive me, I don't have exact dates down, but we'll say in obviously, medieval times and everything else, people were saying the earth was flat.
Right. Way back in the day.
Exactly. They did not have the technology that we have now.
Right.
Okay. But through math and everything else, they had determined that the earth actually is round. Everything in the universe is. Yes. And everything is round.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
These are, for all intents and purposes, can be considered morons. They didn't have the technology we have. These are the people that also still believed in magic.
But I
Okay.
but I cannot consider anybody that can build anybody from that era morons. I can consider them not educated.
Okay, but
because they didn't have written word.
yeah, and okay, that a bit, we're that at the moment that's splitting hairs, but I get where you're coming from. But that's my point. So now here we are. Fast forward 2017. We have technology. We have literally a full-blown computer in our hand.
Every day.
Every day. We have technology.
More technology than what we got to put a man on the moon.
Exactly. Which means we also have the ability to disprove
anything.
Yes. And we're going to continue to push the lie, air quotes, of it being round. Why? What does that benefit?
I don't
that
know.
doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's never made sense to me.
So I apologize. We should have been there. We will be there next time.
Should have been there. Should have done that.
Should have been there. We don't have the T-shirt now because of it.
We do not have the T-shirt.
We let you down.
We did let you down.
Humbly apologize.
I'm so sorry.
So we'll do it next time. So anyway, we're going to roll out and take a break. I'm going to try and calm my throat for a second. We're going to come back. The Navy's in trouble. Dabbling in some things. But anyway, you're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at lanterns.buzz for great radio. Get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Colonel, you better take a look at this radar.
What is it, son?
I don't know, sir. But it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard. Oh, my God. It looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, yeah.
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with 2 balls.
What is that? That looks just like an enormous...
Wang, pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous flying...
Willie.
Yeah. What's that? Well, it looks like a giant...
Johnson.
We thought this would be fitting.
Oh, by the way, thank you, Lance.
Lance, you're my hero.
You sent that to us just in the nick of time.
You're my hero. This is going to lead into our final story. Apparently, the Navy is in trouble. My people are in trouble.
You don't say.
I know, oddly enough. Oh,
Oh, goodness gracious.
it's they're not very. So apparently,
Oh.
sorry, I'm scrolling through things. What happened was,
See, what happened was?
some pilots in Washington State were how should we describe this?
I don't know.
Experimenting with, say, impressionist art.
Okay.
It's a good way to start with, I think.
Sure.
What else?
Yeah,
What
all
else
right.
would you use? I mean, that's
I mean, maybe they were trying to, maybe American graffiti?
blow off some steam. Anyway, I see what I did there.
I see what you did
That
there.
was good.
It's good times.
That was good.
Oh, blowing smoke.
Yeah, the bell's gonna go off double time this show. I feel. I have a feeling. I also might get in trouble here.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I in having an awesome video, I dropped the ball on the music, but I'm gonna go by memory.
It's okay. It's okay.
Apparently, some naval pilots in Washington State
Yes, they did.
were flying over the base, and we're drawing pictures in the sky.
Like, happy faces?
It could... Technically, it might bring a smile to one's face in real life. So, okay.
I mean, what were they doing? Were they...
Well, they weren't playing tic-tac-toe.
Did they... Well, oh, I've got it. They drew an eggplant.
We'll go with that. We'll leave it there. Yeah, they did the eggplant emoji with 2 eggs. I wanted to this is going to be so hard to get through with a straight face. I know. You caught that. Yeah, I didn't have time to reel it back in. I have a feeling we may just need to just ring the bell for the next 15 minutes and be done with it. Okay. So, I felt appropriate for us to discuss this topic. What? It's because a lot of people, I've got a lot of our listeners are vets.
Yep.
I know several of them are. A lot of them are naval.
This one's for Lance.
Yeah, he at least he didn't sing Chuck Berry.
I know.
Should have done that.
I know.
But yeah, a lot of our naval vets are on here and listening, and obviously being one myself, there's a part of you that I understand. Okay, I understand when you do that kind of work, you do that line of work. You have to do things that the civilian world might kind of look at you a little weird for.
So you're saying you have to blow off some steam?
This is going to get old real fast. I can already tell. But yes, you have to stay loose. You have to do things to keep morale up. The bell's gonna break before this is over with. The problem that I have with it is okay. They should have known better.
Yeah, of course they should.
Now,
No. What was the breakdown that you described to me? What was that breakdown?
Here's the breakdown. Okay, had this happen in the middle of a war overseas, okay, I can see that. You can't judge them. You can't. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
That's to me equates to the same thing as writing messages on bombs before they sent them over to Hitler in World War II and things like that. It's the same. It's the same thing to me. If you were doing maneuvers over a foreign base, still not exactly what I would deem appropriate, but
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I would. You're skirting that line, but okay.
By the way, maneuvers.
No.
Yes.
No.
Not yet.
That doesn't count.
That was it.
But to do it.
You paused.
I did. I
can't
know.
help it.
I'm also trying to keep my voice. That's not being fair. So, to draw a picture.
All's fair in love and war.
No, that's not. That's a lie. But to go and do something like this over a military base, stateside, with nothing going on, I'm sorry, you have no excuse. Like, whoever these guys are, I mean, should they be punished to the full extent of the law? No.
Right.
But you kind of need something done. I mean, this is. You knew better. What were you thinking? I mean,
yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
But that was my breakdown. Is over, in a war zone. Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Just over, a foreign base. Yeah. Okay. Over a stateside base, no conflict whatsoever going on. Yeah, hell no. You should have known better. You're just asking for it, especially right now when all we're talking about is sexual assault and everything else.
Yeah, of course.
All over Hollywood and everything else.
Everybody.
You're begging to get in trouble. And the last thing we need is the military to be.
Sorry. Keep going.
The last thing we need is the military to be drug in, through the mud now. Because I'm telling you, we had Trump and they are somewhat tired of him.
Yeah.
They're still trying, but they're somewhat tired of him. Then they've moved on now to Hollywood.
Yep.
Something else is coming next. Something else is going to be drugged to the mud. And I'm sorry, but the military doesn't need to be one of them.
Right.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't, because they're already getting drugged through.
I'm starting to really regret picking this story.
Speaking of which, Matt Holloway said that the jokes are getting pretty limp.
I see what you did there. Wow. How do you follow that? I just... But I felt it was our duty to address a little bit of that because, I mean...
Was it a hero's duty?
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm sorry, it was too easy.
It wasn't a Call of Duty, that's for sure.
She said.
Who is she? Because apparently I don't know this.
Everybody knows
she.
Everybody knows this her.
Name's Jody. Anyway.
Oh, so the U.S. Navy is making Jody feel inadequate then.
That's a first.
No.
That's a first.
Oh.
Yeah. But I felt we needed to address that in particular. I mean, I know we have a lot of military guys. A lot of them are Navy.
Yep.
And like I said, our own AJ Davis, he's Navy, and I figure if anybody's going to pick on anything, it's going to be, he would understand.
And speaking of giant dicks in the sky.
Isn't that a country song? I think Taylor Swift wrote that one.
Oh, from Canada, Canadian schools are now pushing for the LGBTTTIQQAAPP.
Okay, just so y'all are aware, Stephen did not have a stroke.
I was not.
He was reading. It
I
was not.
This is not a stutter.
It was not a stutter. It was not a stroke.
That's once again the LGGBDTTTIQQAAPP.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think of it. The LGBTTTIQQAAPP. That's still a mouthful.
Can't do it.
How do you? Way to go, Canada! You overachieving bastard.
Where's the blame Canada button?
We do need that.
We need the blame
sounder.
Canada. So if you're looking at this is inclusiveness training. In this school,
Gotta love inclusivity.
Inclusivity for the lesbian, gay, genderqueer, bisexual, demisexual, transgender, transsexual, two-spirit, intersex, queer, questioning, asexual, allies, pansexual, polyamorous. Whew.
Do you need some water?
I don't know.
That tired me out. Holy crap on a cracker. That's insane.
I don't.
And you know the best part about this, and I know everyone keeps touching
What is
on
this?
Everyone keeps touching on this, but look, a lot of these are repetitive.
They can be, yes.
A lot of them are the exact same thing.
They just describe the same type of person, like a twidge difference. I mean, I don't even know the difference, but
yeah, I don't.
To the normal person, it's explaining the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's
other than two-spirit. I don't understand that.
No, it's like it's the
That's the Native American one, right? Where you're like, you have two separate spirits. And
but I was gonna say that it's like taking, it means you're both, I guess. Which I would also classify as technically you're transgendered.
Okay.
Right?
Maybe.
Because you're moving from one
What
to
is
the other.
demisexual?
I always see that, so I was going to ask that next one too. Because to me, demi has always been associated with Greek mythology as like a half.
Yeah.
So you're
half sexual?
Half sexual? So that means you only... No, I almost said something I shouldn't. I had a really good joke that I didn't do.
Good job.
I was gonna
Good save. Good save, because I know that's not safe for radio.
No, this one wasn't. It was been hilarious, though. It was
not safe.
It'd have been a bell ringer for sure.
Oh.
No, but yeah, does that mean you only go like halfway? So like, cause let's associate, like most people do, sex with baseball. So does that mean they only get to second base and they quit?
Can you meet me halfway?
So don't start that.
Down at the Porter Town.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Oh.
But yes, apparently leave it to Canada to
always Canada
overachieve. What why?
It's not really overachieving.
No, it is. It is. And you know why? Because they have nothing better to do.
Nothing better.
It's Canada.
That's true.
It's Canada. They have
we're like America, except for we don't care about anything
at all. And I don't. We have to be so specific on things. We become so tribalized that we can't just say, LGBT community and leave it open
as like, okay, it's not just obviously these groups.
Yeah.
It's everything that included.
It's every subsect of those groups.
Right.
It's not.
We are that far into identity politics that I have to be able to identify you as a demisexual.
Yes, it's one of those things that it's no longer good enough to just be transgender. You also have to be able to identify as transsexual. You know what I mean? It's you can't just, I'm not really whatever.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make sense to me in a lot of ways. But then again, it goes back to the tribalism that you were talking about. Everybody wants to be identified as a group because nobody feels that they're special unless they are part of a special group anymore. For me to be special, because I am who I am a white male who's
Protestant heterosexual.
Right. I have to, for me to be special, I have to somehow identify myself with a slightly different group than the heterosexual Protestant white male.
Yeah.
Somehow.
So in order to be different from me, and this is where we've drawn the line. See, I was going to say, that's how exciting things are. Okay, so for the other groups.
Yeah.
There's the cross-dressing, there's the surgeries, there's the
hormones.
Exactly. There's all these cool things, these dramatic changes.
Yeah.
Guess what the excitement is that Stephen and I, in our little categories, our form of separation is facial hair.
That's right.
That's the extent that we get. I get to grow a beard out, and Stephen stays babyface.
This is literally as far as my facial hair will go.
Yeah, see, and that's as far as we get, and I can't,
I can't get any more than this.
Yeah, and see, but that's what I'm saying.
My dad's to blame, by the way.
Well,
because I told him, and he was like, "Yeah, I know.
Boo on you.
I'm sorry,
Dad." Anyway, but that's my point. Is like, you were talking about having to be different. It's funny because they want to be so different and so stand out. Look at me. I'm different. I'm special. Give me whatever it is I want.
Right.
But then they have to, in turn, go back to the group because they can't function on their own.
Right. It's like
it's amazing.
It's like I have to be part of a union, but I also have to be an individual.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Treat me like a regular person, a normal person, but at the exact time.
Treat me like an individual part of a group.
Say that 5 times fast.
You are an American citizen. That means you are an individual part of a group. Gotta love it. Oh my goodness.
This world's going to hell in a handbasket.
Oh, by the way, we mentioned that nobody's tweeting us, and then suddenly we had a tweet storm.
I know.
Didn't know that good.
I know.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Yes, sologamy is not included in the list, Lance. Matt Holloway at the HoloNet, by the way. Also a radio personality with us.
Yes, check him out on Sundays.
Check him out there. Also Oregon Redskins, that's AJ Davis. Yeah.
Who now has a new co-host, by the way.
Hey!
It's Susan Swift.
Ooh.
If y'all haven't checked that out,
do it.
Do it.
Good times.
It's awesome.
But, Matt Holloway, going back to the other, to the last story, it feels like this story took an impotent direction.
Does that deserve a bell?
No, it's done. It's done. We're over with it.
I think we beat that to death.
Yeah, I think so.
See what I did there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad.
I know. It's amazing.
It's good times. Anyway.
That's what happens when you spend a better part of the day in a dust-filled room.
Yeah.
Cleaning and moving stuff.
Breathing in tobacco fumes and dust.
I haven't smoked in like years, and
suddenly you're you're embalmed by it. Basically, is what you were. It's what happened.
I sound like that stereotypical like lady who ran the phones and stuff. Pardon me.
Excuse me.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Hello. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Sound like that clown from Spawn. That's John Leguizamo.
John
from
Leguizamo is Spawn. Oh gosh, that was a good movie back in the day, wasn't it? That was a good time.
Piece of crap from the 90s. It was actually really good.
Terrible show, but anyway.
It was good.
That's beside the point there.
Oh, I hear music. I guess it means we're about done.
We are about done.
It is that time. All good things must come to an end.
That's right. It's that time again.
Well, folks, we really thank y'all for hanging out. We know that there's plenty of other things you could be doing on a Saturday, like helping to move your dad out of his house. Thank you so much for listening. You catch us on Facebook, Defenders of American Exceptionalism.
On Twitter at DOAE Show.
And at patreon.com/DOAE Show. Check out the swag.
Get involved.
Get involved.
Support us.
Yes. So we love you.
Become a patron.
We love you guys.
Also, check out all of our friends over at Lanterns.
Yes.
.buzz.
Big time. We got all the different hosts and articles there. Check them out. Stuff updating and constantly. You will not miss anything.
Yep.
So, folks, we will catch y'all next week. Well, we will still have a show. We'll have a show running. We won't be live, but we'll have a show running. So check us out still next week. Next Saturday night, 9 o'clock. Be good. See you next time. Bye-bye.